Decision podcasts by the New York Prosecutors Training Institute are made possible by VoicePods. Convert your text to voice at voicepods.com. Read this decision at NYPTI Law. www.nypti.org/law.
People v. Rodriguez, decided on April 2, 2019. Memorandum. The order of the Appellate Division should be affirmed. As part of a plea agreement and in exchange for a favorable sentence, defendant entered into a written cooperation agreement whereby he promised to cooperate completely and truthfully with law enforcement authorities, including the police and the district attorney's office, on all matters in which his cooperation is requested, including but not limited to the prosecution of defendant's accomplices, on charges related to the murder of Jose Sanchez and the assault of Sanchez's brother. Prior to entering into the cooperation agreement, defendant had confessed to his involvement in the Sanchez murder and assault, explaining that the crimes were retaliation for a prior invasion of defendant's home by Sanchez and his associates, including Jose Marin. When defendant signed the agreement, he already had testified to Marin's involvement in the home invasion before the grand jury in the Sanchez matter, and he also had assisted the police with their investigation of the home invasion by identifying Marin in a photo array. The cooperation agreement cautioned defendant that a failure to fully and successfully cooperate would result in forfeiture of the sentencing promise and imposition of an enhanced sentence. Before county court accepted his guilty plea, defendant confirmed on the record that he understood this aspect of the cooperation agreement. Defendant pleaded guilty to murder and assault, and he was subsequently sentenced on the murder count. Upon consent of the parties, sentencing on the assault count was postponed until defendant had fulfilled his obligations under the cooperation agreement. Before imposition of that sentence, the district attorney's office requested that defendant testify against Marin in connection with the prosecution of the home invasion. Defendant refused. On this record, county court did not err when it determined that defendant's refusal to testify against Marin violated the express terms of his cooperation agreement. The plain language of the agreement was objectively susceptible to but one interpretation. See People v. Cataldo. County court, therefore, did not abuse its discretion by denying defendant's motion to withdraw his guilty plea based on his claimed subjective misinterpretation of the agreement or by concluding, to the contrary, that defendant reasonably understood that his cooperation in the Marin prosecution was required. CID. See also People v. Collier. Defendant's ineffective assistance of counsel argument likewise lacks merit. See People v. Manor.
Decision podcasts by the New York Prosecutors Training Institute are made possible by VoicePods. Convert your text to voice at voicepods.com. Read this decision at NYPTI Law. www.nypti.org/law.